Hello friends, Spacey goes back from the void, and we're talking more anime stuff. Next on my list is Another. That's literally the title, it's just called Another. And I have a story to tell. So when I typically get into anime, I'm one of those people where just don't tell me anything about it. Like, all I need is the title, don't give me anything. Cause a lot of times whenever I look into a series and I look at the description or whatever, it either tells me like the whole plot or like just the whole first episode as a paragraph, which kind of sucks when you're just getting into something because you're like, oh, what am I watching? I literally just read this. I know what's gonna happen, like in this first episode. I started watching Another like 2012, 2013-ish, and from what I have seen with it, like from just the few comments I read, people were like, oh, it's just like this harmless anime, like, oh, it's like creepy, but like aesthetic creepy, and nothing really happens in it. So that's what people were saying about it. So I'm like, okay, cool. So when I was watching it, I was going in like, oh, this is gonna be some creepy mystery that's gonna be like fun to solve and stuff. And you can imagine my shock when shit goes down. Okay, so Another. You're a kid, you're new in town, and you enroll in this class, and you're all middle schoolers. And turns out there's a curse that like someone in the class is a ghost, and one by one, all of the students, like literally all of them, like get killed off by some like Final Destination bullshit. And still figuring this out, like with the plot and stuff, I'm just like, alright, go on this murder mystery trip. Okay, that's cool. No, it's not cool. Shit happens. Like when the first murder went down, I was speechless. I was confused. Like, think Corpse Party, like either the game or the anime adaptation, but like crank it up to like ungodly levels. Like especially towards the end of this anime. I'm not gonna spoil it because it's like kind of hilarious but also terrifying. Just 10 out of 10. If you like murder and like gore everywhere and middle schoolers partaking in that, 10 out of 10. Next is Ansatsu Kuroshitsu. Sorry guys. Also called Assassination Classroom. Yay! Assassination Classroom is one of those animes where you look at it like with the screenshots and you're like, seriously, why are people watching this? But then you watch it and then you cry. It's about this alien dude. He's like this weird octopus type thing. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna destroy all of humanity unless someone can kill me. Through reasons I forgot what, I'm sure the plot forgot, he becomes a teacher for these middle schoolers, high schoolers. They're either in the last year of middle school or in the first year of high school. But either way, they're secretly trained to be assassins to like take down this octopus. And it kind of sucks because this octopus actually gives these kids the attention they deserve. That like either their parents or the staff at the school like just won't provide for them because society. Like there's a lot of that in this anime too. Like so much talk about like, ooh, society doing you wrong and like how dare they? They're no better than you, that kind of talk, which kind of gets over the top for a while, but you tend to ignore that. Although some of the comical parts are kind of too out there, but it's just one of those where you like don't take it seriously. And it has a main character that's not a typical protagonist. Like, I actually had canon this character as gender fluid. Okay, I was watching this up, and you could say this about the dub too, because the dub hired a female voice actor for the main character. It took me like 4 episodes till I was like, wait a minute, those subs say he. But I thought the protagonist was female and and he's like the cutest thing too. Like, look at them pigtails. Can't say no to those pigtails. If you like ridiculous plots that are actually like pretty heartwarming while still being like super hella dark, 7 out of 10. Oh boy. Okay. The next one is World War Blue, which I don't know why they called it that. If you guys have not heard of this, sit down, cause this is kind of wild. So, World War Blue is if you took Sega games and Nintendo games and you personified them and you put it in like a military fantasy environment. Yeah, like the main character that you follow is Sonic. Like literally Sonic, and he's like, oh, I gotta go fast, and it's bad. And there's even like pretty bad like erotic moments, which, I mean, it's anime and it's a shitty anime, but it's one of those shitty anime that you watch with your friends and make fun of. Surprisingly, this anime is getting a dub. Like right now, they're recording a dub for this, even though this is like super old. Hopefully, there's more than 3 episodes. And I say that because they didn't completely introduce everyone in just those 3 episodes they had. Either that, or like they teased a bit towards the end of the 3rd episode, and it's like, you can't do that. You can't just tease something that's going to happen and then not continue the series. Like, if you like watching shitty anime, you just gotta see Anime Sonic. Also, they have an anime version of Tetris where it's just all dick jokes. I gave that a 7 out of 10. Okay, next one is Area 88. Area 88 is about this dude who's like a pilot, and he gets stuck in this military base thing for reasons, I guess. He has to like fight a war he doesn't believe in or whatever. I think the thing about it is that there's like a debt he has and he has to like pay it back by working in this military base or something. Like, a lot of the plot sounds like it would be interesting, but this 12 episode anime is like the most boring. Like, there's an OVA that's like older than this one. What year was this? 2004. Yeah, this came out 2004. And I think the OVA was like in the 80s or 70s or something like that. If that's better, let me know. Watching the more recent one, like, I guess the guy's like a good character and you want to root for him. But it's just so boring. Like, each episode just feels like a random side quest. There's something about his girlfriend that he was supposed to marry, like over in Japan or something, but he can't marry her because he's stuck on this base, and like, oh no, the evil dudes are gonna take her because she's so beautiful. I think this got a dub too, and I'm like, why? Unless maybe that was part of the problem. Like, maybe, because there are some dubs where like, even though the anime's like fire, just the dub work on it is like the blandest stuff. I don't know, if you like the type of like hetero love stories when it's like, oh no, he's separated from his love, he must fight to get back to her, and you like airplanes, then yeah, check this out. 6 out of 10. Next one is Baka to test Shukanaju. Sorry guys. In English, it's Baka and Test Summon the Beast. It's hilarious. It's a hilarious anime, but there's lots of problems with it. Like, it has to do with the school, which you see some kind of like weird video game mechanic where the higher your test score is in the school, the more power your like video game avatar thing has, and you like fight the students to get better shit in like better classrooms, which is absurdly interesting. The issues I have with this series though is it's one of those comedies where like almost 100% of the jokes are just like, oh, this entire guy group wants to get with this entire girl group. Hilarity ensues. And it just comes off as cringy. Especially when, like, only one girl is interested in the main dude. But then, like, all of the girls have to get in on it, even if they, like, hate his guts or whatever. There's even weird sexual stuff with the main dude's sister. And it's like, why? Why does this have to exist? I mean, I guess there's, like, a gender fluid character. But it's one of those dumb things where, like, it's played off as, like, a joke. They're all like, oh yeah, you're, like, your own gender. You're not a boy or a girl. And then the character himself is just all like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm a boy. And then turn around and it just has him wearing, like, dresses and shit. And he looks completely fine in them. And then, like, at the end of the episode, he's just all like, what? How dare you put me in this dress? I'm a boy. And then they're just all like, yeah, whatever. I feel bad saying it like that, but that's, like, literally how this character is treated in this show. Although I totally forgot, there is one character who's, like, actually gay. Like, not really in, like, a bad way, but it's just, he just keeps finding himself in situations where him and the main character are, like, in some sexual position. And, like, the main dude would just go off with his, like, plot and whatever. And then this poor side character, who I don't even know has a name, is just, like, all blushy, and he's like, oh no, my crush. He had to have known. That I can get behind. Like, it has its good moments, but there's, like, a ton of, like, cringy bad moments. I give it a 4 out of 10. Okay, last one is Barakamon. Does it have an English title? I don't think so. Let's see. No, it doesn't. Barakamon I saw last year. It was just so good. It sounds like it might be boring, but it's not. It's not. It's about this I cannot say this word. The thing where the dude draws pretty in Japanese. That thing. I'll put the name right here, because I cannot pronounce that for the life of me. Don't judge me. And he's like this world-renowned, or country-renowned, or whatever, artist, but he hits, like, an artist block, and, in order to, fix the writer's block, he moves to a secluded island village to, like, get some inspiration away from the city, and it's so nice. Like, I really love anime where you get this close-knit group of people, and they all treat each other like family, and everyone knows each other. Like, there are characters in it I thought I would hate, or I thought would be too cliche, even though we don't spend as much time with them, because I think it's a 12-episode series, yeah. You still get a sense that they're, like, fully rounded characters with their own business and whatnot. And a lot of his interactions are with this 5-year-old kid, who I think is voiced by the same person who plays the 4-year-old in Sweetness and Lightning. Their interactions are, like, really cool. Like, you never expect them to, like, kind of be best friends, but they are. 9 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching this. Just want to say hi or got stuff to recommend? Say it down there in the comments. And I'll see you guys sometime in the future. Bye!